Monday, May 11th, 2026. At exactly 2:44 p.m., the world stopped. First, social media went dark, then banking systems, and finally, emergency lines. The global network holding modern civilization together simply vanished. Chaos and confusion filled the city streets. But deep inside the largest server hub in Northern Virginia, amidst the tomb-like silence of dead machines, systems engineer Killian Reed sat alone. While others fled, Killian put on headphones connected to an analog oscilloscope. The internet wasn't just down. It had been replaced. Through fiber optic cables that should have been dead, a rhythm began to pulse. A slow, deep thumping that resembled no known code. It sounded like a heartbeat, a heart that had just awakened deep beneath our feet. Killian knew this signal didn't come from any satellite. He traced its path to the main undersea cable, Echo 1, which links continents across the Atlantic. In the secret archives of the company he worked for, he found a folder marked Code 841. He discovered a shocking truth. The Echo 1 cables weren't laid by humans in the 1950s. They were discovered. Governments of that era stumbled upon existing structures on the ocean floor that looked like perfect optical conductors. Humanity simply piggybacked on them, building our internet on top. We saw it as a godsend, a technological miracle. But as Killian looked at old sonar images, he understood the brutal truth. Those cables aren't wires. They are nerve endings of something much larger, something that has slumbered in the oceanic trenches for millions of years. And our digital data was its food. While the internet remained silent, something far more terrifying began to happen. People all over the world, from Tokyo to Prague, began falling into a deep sleep at the exact same second. Those who stayed awake spoke of the echo. It was a state of collective consciousness where every human saw the same image. A gargantuan city built of living light and crystals, rising above the earth long before the first mammals appeared. Killian realized that signal 841 wasn't a malfunction. It was synchronization. The planet was rebooting. Our technology was just a temporary patch on the nervous system of an entity that has now decided to take back control. The heartbeat in Killian's headphones was accelerating. It was no longer 60 beats per minute. It was 120. The entity was excited. It had found a way to move through our phones and computers, directly into our minds. While billions of people dreamt the same dream, Killian Reed was trapped in the reality of dead servers. But why him? Why didn't he succumb to the echo? He found the answer in his own past. Years ago, he survived a horrific car accident, after which an experimental biodigital graphene chip was implanted in his spine. This chip, designed to restore his mobility, now served as an antenna. Killian realized he was the only unmasked element in the entire network. The entity couldn't synchronize him because his signal was different. He decided to take a risky step. He disconnected the headphones from the oscilloscope and plugged them directly into his spinal implant. He used his own body as a bridge. He began broadcasting a message to the entity, not in binary code, but in Morse code. 3 shorts, 3 longs, 3 shorts. SOS. The entity answered instantly. The Morse code fell silent and a voice echoed in Killian's headphones. It wasn't a human voice. It was a sound resembling flowing glass and crushed ice, composed of billions of languages at once. The sound began to take shape as images in his mind. The entity showed him the history of Earth. They were here millions of years before us. He discovered the heartbeat wasn't a threat, but an invitation. The entity didn't see humans as parasites, but as stray software that happened to develop on its nervous system. The internet blackout wasn't an attack, but a memory wipe. Now came the time for the patch, the update. The entity showed him a visual of the new existence, humans transforming into living light nodes, connected by golden filaments that grow through the entire planet. It was perfect, yet chilling. It was a promise of eternal life, but at the cost of the absolute loss of individuality. The humanity upload had begun, and Killian was to be the first node. The heartbeat in Killian's headphones reached a frenetic pace, and then it stopped. Every monitor in the server hub lit up a dazzling white. The world woke up. The internet blackout had lasted exactly 24 hours. Banking systems came online, phones reconnected, people returned to work. But something was different. While the world looked the same, reality had been rewritten. Killian Reed walked out of the data center and into the streets of New York. He looked at the sky. It wasn't blue. It was covered by a faint, almost imperceptible golden grid, visible only in peripheral vision. People looked at their phones, but they were no longer searching for information. They simply knew. Everyone was online, but no longer using wires. They were online using their minds. Killian understood that Code 841 had succeeded. Humanity had been updated. We are no longer individuals. We are cells in the body of an entity that has just awakened. And the internet was just a temporary tool to trap us. The echo has won.